Welcome to our exploration of the ISFJ personality type. While ISFJs are often praised for their kindness and reliability, there exists a shadow side to every personality. Today, we delve into the darker aspects of the ISFJ, shedding light on the complexities that lie beneath the surface. One, the martyr complex. At their core, ISFJs are selfless caretakers, always putting the needs of others before their own. However, this can sometimes manifest as a martyr complex, where ISFJs sacrifice their own well-being for the sake of others. Constantly seeking validation through acts of service, they may neglect their own needs, leading to burnout and resentment. 2. Overly sensitive to criticism. Despite their compassionate nature, ISFJs can be surprisingly sensitive to criticism. Their desire to please and avoid conflict can make them overly receptive to even the slightest hint of disapproval. This hypersensitivity can lead to feelings of insecurity and self-doubt, as ISFJs internalize negative feedback and struggle to assert themselves. 3. Difficulty embracing change. ISFJs thrive in stable and familiar environments, where they can rely on routine and tradition. However, this preference for the familiar can become a hindrance when faced with change. ISFJs may resist new experiences or ideas, clinging to the comfort of the known. This aversion to change can stifle personal growth and prevent ISFJs from embracing new opportunities. 4. Passive-aggressive tendencies. Despite their gentle demeanor, ISFJs are not immune to passive-aggressive behavior. When faced with conflict or disagreement, they may resort to subtle forms of manipulation or indirect communication. Rather than confronting issues head-on, ISFJs may express their frustrations through passive-aggressive remarks or behaviors, creating tension in their relationships. 5. Difficulty setting boundaries. ISFJs are natural caretakers who find fulfillment in helping others. However, their altruistic tendencies can sometimes lead to boundary issues. ISFJs may struggle to assert their own needs and prioritize the needs of others, leading to feelings of resentment and exhaustion. Learning to establish and maintain healthy boundaries is essential for ISFJs to preserve their well-being. The ISFJ persona, the caregiver's compassion. ISFJs are often dubbed as the nurturers of the Myers-Briggs personality types. Their innate compassion and desire to help others make them the cornerstone of support in any relationship. 2. The quiet guardians. Despite their reserved nature, ISFJs possess an unwavering commitment to their loved ones. They are the silent protectors, ensuring the well-being and happiness of those around them. 3. The art of listening. ISFJs excel in the art of listening. Their ability to empathize and understand without judgment fosters deep and meaningful connections in their relationships. Understanding ISFJ relationships. 1. The dance of compatibility. ISFJs seek harmony and stability in their relationships. They are drawn to partners who share their values, appreciate their efforts, and reciprocate their affection. 2. The language of acts of service. For ISFJs, actions speak louder than words. They express their love and devotion through tangible gestures of care and support, such as cooking a favorite meal or offering a comforting embrace. 3. The balancing act. Despite their selfless nature, ISFJs need to prioritize self-care to avoid burnout. Balancing their caregiving instincts with personal boundaries is crucial for maintaining healthy relationships. Challenges and growth opportunities. 1. The fear of disappointment. ISFJs may struggle with setting boundaries and asserting their needs, fearing that doing so might disappoint or upset their loved ones. Learning to communicate effectively and prioritize self-care is essential for their emotional well-being. 2. The journey to self-discovery. ISFJs often prioritize the needs of others over their own, sometimes neglecting their own desires and aspirations. Embracing self-discovery and pursuing personal interests can lead to a more fulfilling and balanced life. Three. The power of vulnerability. While ISFJs excel at providing support and comfort, they may find it challenging to open up about their own emotions and vulnerabilities. Cultivating trust and vulnerability in relationships can deepen connections and foster mutual understanding. The tapestry of relationships. 1. Embracing diversity. ISFJs thrive in nurturing environments where diversity is celebrated and respected. Embracing different perspectives and experiences enriches their relationships and broadens their understanding of the world. Two. The legacy of love. ISFJs leave a lasting legacy of love and compassion in the lives of those they touch. Their unwavering dedication and selfless acts of kindness ripple through generations, weaving a tapestry of enduring relationships. 3. The journey continues. As the journey of life unfolds, ISFJs remain steadfast in their commitment to fostering meaningful connections and nurturing the bonds that enrich their lives. While the ISTJ personality type brings valuable strengths to the table, it's essential to recognize and address the potential dangers and pitfalls associated with this personality. By acknowledging their tendencies towards rigidity, perfectionism, emotional suppression, difficulty in delegating, and resistance to change, STJs can cultivate greater self-awareness and seek strategies for growth and balance. It's important to emphasize that while certain personality traits may be associated with criminal behavior, personality type alone cannot determine criminality. Moreover, personality typing in criminals is speculative and often lacks concrete evidence. However, I can provide some examples of individuals who exhibited traits commonly associated with the ISTJ personality type and were involved in criminal activities. Gary Ridgway, known as the Green River Killer, Ridgway was convicted of 49 murders of women in the state of Washington during the 1980s and 1990s. He was described as methodical, meticulous, and adherent to routine, traits often associated with the ISTJ personality type. Dennis Rader, also known as the BTK Killer, bind, torture, kill, Rader murdered 10 people in Kansas between 1974 and 1991. He was known for his meticulous planning, attention to detail, and adherence to rules, which are characteristics often attributed to ISTJs. John Wayne Gacy, also known as the Killer Clown, sexually assaulted and murdered at least 33 teenage boys and young men between 1972 and 1978. He was known for his outwardly respectable appearance, meticulous organization, and adherence to routines, traits consistent with the ISTJ personality. Ed Gein Dash, a notorious killer and grave robber who inspired the characters of Norman Bates in Psycho, Leatherface in The Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and Buffalo Bill in The Silence of the Lambs. He was described as introverted, socially awkward, and adherent to strict moral codes, characteristics commonly associated with ISTJs. Pedro Rodriguez Filho, known as Pedrinho Matador, Killer Petey, Rodriguez Filho is a Brazilian serial killer convicted of murdering at least 71 people. He was described as methodical, disciplined, and detail-oriented, traits often attributed to the ISTJ personality type. It's important to note that while these individuals may exhibit traits associated with the ISTJ personality type, criminal behavior is influenced by a complex interplay of genetic, environmental, and psychological factors. Additionally, not all individuals with the ISTJ personality type engage in criminal activities, and most people with this personality type are law-abiding citizens who contribute positively to society. Ed Gein, aka Butcher of Plainfield Most Horrific Deeds, Ed Gein, often referred to as the Butcher of Plainfield, was an American murderer and body snatcher who lived in Plainfield, Wisconsin. Gein's crimes were gruesome and notorious, and they served as inspiration for various fictional characters in literature and film, including Norman Bates in Psycho and Leatherface in The Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Here are some of the most horrific deeds associated with Ed Gein. Grave robbing and necrophilia. Gein had a morbid fascination with death and the human body. He admitted to robbing graves from local cemeteries to exhume corpses, often choosing recently buried middle-aged women who resembled his deceased mother. He would then engage in acts of necrophilia with the corpses. Murders. While Gein was primarily known for grave robbing, he was also responsible for at least 2 confirmed murders. In 1954, he murdered tavern owner Mary Hogan. 2 years later, he killed hardware store owner Bernice Wardens. Both women were shot to death, and their bodies were later discovered on Gein's property. Human remains and trophies. When authorities searched Gein's farmhouse, they discovered a macabre collection of human remains and body parts. This included skulls fashioned into bowls, a human heart in a saucepan on the stove, and a vest crafted from human skin. Gein had also preserved body parts, such as female genitalia and faces, which he used to create masks and other artifacts. Mental illness and isolation. Gein's crimes were often attributed to his troubled upbringing and mental illness. He had a deeply dysfunctional relationship with his domineering mother, Augusta Gein, whose death in 1945 left him emotionally devastated. Gein's extreme isolation and bizarre behavior contributed to the creation of a local legend surrounding his family and their farmhouse. Legal proceedings and institutionalization. After his arrest in 1957, Ed Gein was found mentally unfit to stand trial for his crimes. He was committed to a psychiatric institution, where he spent the rest of his life. Gein's notoriety and the sensationalized media coverage of his crimes left an indelible mark on popular culture, inspiring numerous books, films, and documentaries. There isn't any reliable or credible information linking specific personality types like ISFJ to criminal behavior, including being a serial killer. Attempting to correlate personality types with criminality oversimplifies the complex factors involved in criminal behavior, such as genetics, upbringing, environment, mental health, and personal choices. Moreover, attributing criminal tendencies to a particular personality type can perpetuate harmful stereotypes and misunderstandings. It's essential to approach discussions about crime and criminal behavior with nuance and respect for the complexity of human psychology. In conclusion, the ISFJ personality type is nuanced and multifaceted, encompassing both light and shadow. By acknowledging and understanding the darker aspects of their personality, ISFJs can embark on a journey of self-awareness and growth. Remember, embracing your flaws is the first step towards unlocking your true potential. Thank you for joining us on this exploration of the dark side of the ISFJ personality. If you found this video insightful, be sure to like, share, and subscribe for more content. Until next time, take care.